Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Amron, and I'm president of Casey Consultants Group, LLC. And today we're going to discuss Lean Six Sigma. I have over 30 years of professional and management experience working at companies such as GE, Philips, MetLife, Prudential, and Toys R Us. Currently, I'm a senior manager, Six Sigma, Lean Management at Drew Marine, responsible for global process improvement initiatives and Lean Six Sigma training. I consult part-time at Casey Consultants Group, LLC. Thank you. We're going to be discussing Lean Six Sigma overview today. Let's start off with an introduction. It's a strategic problem-solving and process improvement strategy that combines two powerful methodologies that focuses on waste reduction and variation reduction. There are many facets of Six Sigma, as it could be a metric, a benchmark, a vision, a philosophy, a method, a tool, a symbol, a goal, and a value. The Sigma value is a metric that indicates how well a process is performing. The higher the Sigma value, the better. Sigma measures the capability of a process to perform defect-free work. A defect is anything that results in a customer dissatisfaction. The higher the Sigma value, the less likely a process will produce defects. As Sigma increases, costs go down, cycle time goes down, and customer satisfaction goes up. Six Sigma DMAIC, which is process improvement, is to focus on improving existing processes so their outputs meet the customer requirements. DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. Design for Six Sigma, or DMAIC, is new process design so that their process and outputs meet the customer requirements. DMAIC stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Design, and Verify. Business process management is to control and manage cross-functional processes to meet the business goals. It's a holistic approach to consider the organization as a whole, since it cannot be understood by only examining the parts. We need to view our entire organization's processes end to end to identify the big picture improvement opportunities. Lean is a set of principles, concepts, and techniques. It's a relentless pursuit in the elimination of waste. It's a just-in-time system that delivers exactly what the customers need, when the customers need it, in the quantity the customer needs, in the right sequence, without defects, at the lowest possible cost. There are three key elements of quality. It's the customer, the process, and the employee. Number one, customers are the center of our universe. They define what quality is. The customer expects performance, reliability, competitive prices, on-time delivery, and the best service. In every attribute that influences customer perception, we know that just being good is not good enough. Delighting our customers is a necessity, because if we don't do it, someone else will. By discovering what the customers are seeing and feeling, we could identify areas where we could add significant value and improvements from their perspective. W. Edward Deming said, "A bad process will beat a good person every time." People create results. Involving all employees is essential to our quality approach. We need to view quality externally from the customer's perspective and measure the same as the customer does. The customer can be external or internal to the organization. Without a customer, you cannot have quality. It is the customer that defines what quality is. An example would be at a Fortune 100 company, the internal customers were the 108 business units that I supported, and the external customers were the users that visited their website. For DMAIC, you must answer 3 questions. Is the process defined? What does the process look via a process map? Is the process stable? Is the process operating in a certain range? Is the process capable? Does the process have accountability, and is it achievable? All 3 questions must be answered yes to be a DMAIC process improvement project. If not, then it's a DMADV, New Process Design Initiative. Design for customer impact was added so that this way that we have a continuous understanding of our customer. We need to ensure that our customers feel and see the benefits of Six Sigma quality. And the questions that we need to ask is, what does our customer need from our process? How is our process performance from the customer perspective? How does our customer measure our process? How does our customer view our process? How would our customer like for our process to perform? And the thing that we always need to ask is, what can we do better? Lean Six Sigma is a systematic and focused approach to solving problems. It's a set of tools and concepts that challenge the culture of an organization to do better. The significant problems we face cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were when we created them, according to Albert Einstein. Your company's entire leadership team and all employees must be all in. The company's strategy and tactical execution needs to be fully integrated with your Lean Six Sigma program. Lean Six Sigma is about having the right processes with the right projects and the right people to create the right results and to make sure that we create sustained gains that leads to increased customer satisfaction and an improved bottom line. The financial benefits of Lean Six Sigma are that they eliminate business waste, they reduce our costs and our inventories, improves the efficiencies, increases the margins, and our profitability. Some of the quality and customer service benefits that it improves the product and service quality are response time, our on-time delivery, minimizes rejects and reworks, and strengthens our brands. From a cultural perspective, it increases our employee commitment, integrates customers, suppliers, and internal functions, and opens up new career opportunities. Where is 99% good not good enough? Over 5,000 incorrect surgeries are performed incorrectly each week. Wow, that's not good at all. 200,000 wrong drug prescriptions are filled incorrectly each year. The process capability for an airline baggage handling at 3 sigma over 3,660 passengers will have their luggage lost every day. At 4 sigma, 340 passengers will have their luggage lost every day. At 6 sigma, only 6 passengers will have their luggage lost every day. Level 1 hard savings include headcount decrease, overtime reduction, and freight and scrap reduction. Level 2 is redeployment savings, redeployment of the headcounts, which ideally is what we're trying to do. And level 3 are soft savings, such as cost avoidance and reduction of cycle times. A 3 sigma company spends about 25% of each sales dollar on the cost of poor quality. And at 6 sigma, the company spends about 5% on the cost of poor quality. Okay, case study for aircraft engines. They define the process for repairing jet engines. When the engine arrives at the shop, they repair the engine and they ship the jet engine back to the customer. The average repair order took 40 to 45 days, and a team of black belts were able to reduce it down to 25 to 30 days. And the customer said, that's really not a big deal. That really doesn't make that much of a difference. Then they define the problem from the customer process. When the plane is out of service, then they have to remove the engine, ship the engine arrives, they repair the engine, and they ship it back to the customer. And until the customer receives the engine and the engine is operational in the plane, the process does not end. Then a team of black belts were able to reduce the average engine repair order down to 11 days. And the customer said, wow, that's a major improvement. Okay, another case study. Lighting. A large retailer has been complaining for years about the number of mistakes in the invoices lighting sent to the company. Their perspective was that 95% of the lighting invoices were sent correct, but only 70% of the invoices sent were defect-free. We had a billing system that worked just fine from our perspective. The problem was it didn't mesh very well electronically with a purchasing system of a large retailer, one of our best customers. Our system didn't work for them and was causing disputes, delayed payments, and wasting their time. A black belt team using Six Sigma methodology, IT, and a $30,000 investment tackled the problem from the customer perspective. And in 4 months, they reduced the defects in the system by 98%. The result was higher productivity and competitiveness with fewer disputes and delays, a real dollar savings. The result for lighting was a return many times that of our investment. Okay, another case study, Capital Fleet Services. A master black belt at Capital Fleet Services said, applying statistical analysis and rigorous application data to the service industry, a process would present a unique set of challenges. We quickly found that measuring something as fluid and intangible as information is quite different than measuring how well a product works. Our challenge is tracking customer response time through call centers as opposed to tolerance variations on a manufactured product. For us, a critical to quality was not how well the customers thought our products worked, but how quickly and accurately we responded to their service expectations. So, for determining critical to quality, you need to identify customers, gather voice of the customer data, and this can be achieved through interviews, surveys, focus groups, and customer observation. Organize the voice of the customer data, translate customer needs into critical to quality that must be specific, measurable, and from the customer perspective. Okay, an example of voice of the customer at a large insurance company for a voice of the claimant initiative for their disability management services. The objective through the Claimant's Eyes project was an understanding of the key drivers of claimant satisfaction and dissatisfaction based upon voice of the customer claimant data gathering and analysis and coming up with recommendations. That based upon a survey completed by Global Market Research indicated that we were ranked 12th out of the 13th against the competition. So the project's goal was to improve claimant satisfaction scores against the competition and ultimately be in the top 3. The approach was an outside-in perspective, gathering the VOC process maps, reviewing all customer touch points, and identify the business risks and rewards to provide cost-effective process improvement recommendations. The project findings discovered overall themes to improve our claimant communications, provide ease of user experience, and focus on the claimant by understanding the entire process, providing them with next steps and timelines so that this way that they understood how the process works and what did they need to do to get a claimant check. If you're disabled and you're out of work, you're going to keep on calling the insurance company until your claim is resolved, processed, and completed. So some of our findings was to redesign the website to make it easy to use, have a web portal so all the information is right there, and that we listened to the call centers and the claimant managers, and we found that they were providing industry jargon. So the recommendations were for them to provide the claimants with an understanding of the process, what are the next steps, and what are the things that they need to do to make it easy for the claimant. And based upon all of these improvements, we were able to double the amount of web claim submissions. One of the key factors initially was that the Senior Vice President of Operations mandated that we need to reduce the call center talk time from 4 minutes to 2 minutes. And based upon our findings, our recommendations were just the opposite, that we needed to increase the talk time to 5 minutes so that this way that we could provide the claimant with the right information the first time so they wouldn't have to call back. As a result, we were able to reduce the incoming call volume by 14% and decrease the calls of 75,000 calls annually. We had a hard savings of $350,000, and we achieved 89% in claimant satisfaction, that we were excellent or very good in understanding the claims requirements as a result of listening to the customer and making the required improvements. Now let me share with you what's new at the customer for the customer. Six Sigma requires us to focus on the customer to achieve world-class levels of business performance. Our customers continually demand higher quality in the products and the services that we produce and we provide. This provides a systematic means to achieve higher quality by reducing defects. Let me share with you a case study, aircraft engines. A large airlines company noticed a change as we suddenly wanted to help their overall business and started to ask, how can we help you become more efficient and cost effective? We offered to send them a team of black belt specialists from our Six Sigma quality program to work at several months at no cost on a problem that had nothing to do with our products, and allowed a team of black belts to come over to help them solve problems made by another company's manufacturer. The part went from having 10 failures over the previous few months to none. And the company all of a sudden had a new appreciation for us. And one of the airline executives said that the Six Sigma projects ballooned to over 10,000 similar projects in a couple of years. And the more successful our customers are, the more successful we will be. Next, let me share with you Six Sigma project example, effective web design for Six Sigma website. Define a website that ranks in the top 10 for all of the major search engines. Measure, enter Six Sigma and check the rankings in the search engines. Analyze the URL name, the title of the pages, and other factors are major ranking criteria. Links and meta tags can aid in the search for the search engine ranking. Improve. Purchase the URL with Six Sigma in it. Optimize each page, develop reciprocal links, and perform other regular activities to maintain the traffic and our rankings. Control. Monitor the rankings on a weekly basis, and you could check on the success of the project by entering Six Sigma in Google and making sure that it ranks high. Next, let me share with you a Six Sigma company targeted approach. A lot of companies spend millions of dollars on Lean Six Sigma. So sometimes small and medium-sized companies need to do a diagnostic surgical approach. An example is a small advertising and marketing company utilizing a targeted Six Sigma approach. The challenges were in the ad development process that are causing delays, errors, customer frustrations, and dissatisfaction, and then surgically insert the specific solutions that remove those problems. Results included improved agency-client relationships, reduced operating costs, improved margins, and greater client satisfaction. Remember, as little as 4% of any business causes half of the waste, rework, and lost profit. So let's Six Sigma identify the 4% and focus on that 4%. At this point, we're going to conclude our introduction, and we're going to pick things up in the next video. I want to thank you for your time and look forward to the next session. Thank you very much.